Welcome back, everybody. It's time to play Lord of the Rings Online. And I'm your host, Frone the Gnome. It is Thursday evening, September 19th, 2024, about 6:51 p.m. Going close to 7 p.m. so forth. Just got through eating dinner. Thank God the workday is over. I'm ready to have some fun in Lord of the Rings Online. Woo! Okay, so we are on my level 77 human lore master. He is red specked. Why's my mouse not working properly? There it goes. These are his virtues he currently has, and this one's very close to capping, so let's go ahead and choose a different one to work on. Let's go with confidence over here. Alright, that's 34, 38. We got plenty of way to go on that. Last time I played, I started on the Riders of Rohan expansion content over here in Langhold, and I've gone through there. That village got overtaken, and so the lady of that village, her husband got killed in that, and she brought all the refugees down here to Harwick, and we are helping her get settled down here, as well as trying to establish ourselves in this area to get them to gain confidence in us. We are currently down here at, what do they call this place? Twickenburg? Something like that? Yeah, Twickenburg is where we're at. And we managed to get our war steed, so we finally have a war steed now. That was a big thing with the expansion Riders of Rohan. Whew. A lot to unpack there. Let me tell you, there was a lot to unpack. Let's take a look at our inventory. It looks beautiful. Nothing wrong in our inventory, except I'm trying to figure out how come this bag has... There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missing here, and I'm fairly certain these were completely full before. That's odd. Let me check something. If I go to here... Let's see. Why are they wanting to charge me for that? I'm almost certain that that was there before. I don't understand. Yay! That didn't work. Okay. Not going to pay for it. It's just not going to happen. Because I know that those were there before. That blows my mind. Was it like this? No, it was like this. And I know there was... irritated. Let's do this. Really and truly, they should all be one bag. The trivialities of playing Lord of the Rings Online. There we are. Get bag 2 out of here. Get out of here, bag 2. And we'll turn that off. Now we got it like this. There's something missing. I gotta go back and look at some videos to see if that's how that was. You know what I mean? It's just like squirrel all of a sudden. Yeah, did you see that? I got that set up. I got my Stream Deck. I finally took the time to set up my Stream Deck here with Steam. Is it Streamlabs? Streamlabs, something like that. Because I've been using Twitch Studio for a long time, and Twitch ended support for Twitch Studio, and a while back, you know, I complained about it. Y'all probably remember that. And I had to go to something else. So I was using Streamlabs, and I hadn't used my Stream Deck forever because I hadn't set it up for this. Well, I finally took the time to set it up today. So, you know, squirrel. So, alright. Yay. Let's see what we got in our Hobbit gifts. Alright, we got 50 virtue and 1,000 virtue. That was actually a good one. And a sealed tracery incomparable. Okay. Take a look over here. I moved it up a little bit. Not a lot, but it moved up a little bit. Alright, let's see what we got to do. We've got quest turn-ins over here at Floodwind. So we'll head over there and do that. Let me get out of here before I get on my mount, because that can be problematic on the war steed. So everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's having a grand time. We're close to the weekend. just like to say for all those people out there watching for the first time that Lord of the Rings Online is a free-to-play game. We're going to go kill this warband here in a second. Anyway, it's a free-to-play game. You can get the download the game, create your account for free on lotro.com, and play up to through level 95 in free content. So head on over there, check it out. The game's been out for over 16 years and is still in active development. There's an expansion coming out sometime at the end of the year, as well as there was an expansion at the end of last year and a mini expansion the year before that. So the point I'm trying to make here is the game is absolutely in development, and I believe is the best MMO on the market. Now, that being said, you're going to see a whole bunch of crazy crap while I'm here in Riders of Rohan playing on Warsteed. And the reason for that is because the Warsteed is a system that was brought in during, for that expansion. Hold on, please. There, all the noise is gone now. It wasn't a great feature. It's a very fast mount, but the servers have trouble handling that fast mount. So you're going to see me rubber band all over the place. Don't let that get you down. The game is absolutely fantastic. We just have some issues that we deal with. Sometimes the Warsteed works perfectly, and it's great because it's fast. Other times you rubber band all over the map. But, you know, it is what it is. If the game wasn't so good, I wouldn't put up with it, and that's the point. The game is extremely good. If you're watching on YouTube, I would appreciate if you would do me the wonderful favor of helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. We're currently at 715, I think, something like that. If you would go ahead and hit that subscribe, you would make me a happy fat man. Alright, let's get off of here. There we are. Got the names to show up again. It's a little bug in the game. You have the names on, go by, see if somebody doesn't have a name yet, turn the name off and back on. It's the N key.
Easterlings have been testing the Great River, seeking places to ford.
You've come from Harwick. The Thane was hoping for more men, but I suppose you will have to do. The Easterlings have been testing the Great River, trying to find safe places at which to ford in between the two undeeps. They have a large camp to the northeast, but our people have kept an eye on them, and they seek another way to strike at us. Perhaps they thought just below the rapids would be safe, or perhaps they fear their commanders more than the rushing waters. A great many perished trying to cross just below Sarngeber. Not all, however, not all by half. Many of the Easterlings survived the crossing and have been marshalling their forces for an attack on Floodwind. Many of their belongings are scattered and damaged by the waters, but still they seek to recover enough to arm themselves to attack the city. We need you to strike them along the banks of the Anduin, just to the east, below the cliffs. You should also steal from them what belongings survived the crossing. Okay, so we got a little quest there to do. Let's see if this quest hub has anything else. I believe it does, because I saw something on the map there. This little thing here, when you're in the Riders of Rohan, I say little, it's a big thing. That is your milestone over here. That's how you set your return points. We're not going to need Manzig's encampment anymore, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that. And let's head on this way. Yeah, it's going to be up here. To the main hall. That's where we're going to find something, I'm sure of it.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Ah, a traveling warrior. Such interesting folk rarely grace our town. It was good of Tedlick to send you, for you have come at just the right time. Floodwind has enemies on almost every side, and we have not received supplies or traders from Harwick or the Norcrofts in several weeks.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
My mother and I are having a bit of a disagreement. I realize I am a newly made Thane, but my father was a great man, and I aspire to do as he would have done. I believe we should ride out to meet our enemies on the field and drive them from our lands. Mother, on the other hand, wishes to shelter and hide here in Floodwind. I do not think my father would have wished this, but I do not reject my mother's counsel lightly. Will you ask my people what they think? We'll start with your mother.
What brings you to these lands?
I am Etta, the principal counselor and advisor in all matters of Floodwind. My son is young yet to bear all of the responsibilities of a thane, and so I help where I must. Rodwig is not ready to ride into war, and war it is upon our fair fields and forest. We must invest all of our strength in defenses, and dissuade the enemy from venturing near our city. I think you will find that many agree with me if you ask around. So, let's ask around and see what they think. Do they approve of the boy or the woman? The son or the mother, as they would say. I'm sure that they're going to be like, yeah, there's 3 of them out here, one in each direction. Alright, let's drink some coffee so we'll get a whole 10% faster movement.
Our mission is dire.
I can hear the howl of wargs coming from the forest to the northwest. There are some odd sounds coming from the forest to our south as well, but for the most part things have been quiet at this gate. I do not think the beast will attack our city. I loathe sitting here idly and listening while they take over our forest. Why do we not ride out to rid our lands of the vile beast? So he wants to ride out. Now you'll notice that a lot of times in towns I use my ordinary mount, not the war steed. That's because of the nature of the war steed rubber banding and stuff with the server having difficulty with it. I find it easier to just go ahead and use an ordinary mount when I'm in a crowded area like this. Isn't there one over here? Yeah. Okay, there's a gate right here.
What brings you to these lands?
The road to the south has been ominous for a while. I have been told the road towards Eastwall is crawling with orcs and uruks. A number of orcs seem to have moved into the forest right outside Floodwind of late, and I would guess that they came from the east wall. We had defenses already set up in the forest to deal with any foes, so I believe we should be on our guard here in Floodwind. Okay, so we got one person who is saying we should ride out and meet them, kill them on the field, and one saying that we should shelter here in the town and kill any that venture this way. So let's see what our third person, our decider, is going to say. Oh, wrong key. That's why it's not working.
Our mission is dire.
Things have been very quiet, almost too quiet. If you ask me, I have not seen much of anything lately, neither enemy nor ally. Would you like to hear what I really think? The lack of a Rohirrim coming to and from is more concerning than the lack of enemies. We should bolster our defenses, and quickly. If you ask me, I do not know what enemies move about our lands, but I am worried. Climb the tower behind the mead hall and look to the forest. Okay. And where is that? That's back here. It's the main. Okay, that's the big hall. Been a long time since I played through Riders of Rohan. Although I've only done it once, and that was on my human champion. It's a level 110 now. Orcs cling to the forest in great numbers, but do not set foot beyond the beyond the tree's edge. Okay, where's the down? There it is. Alright, now we need to return to Thane Radwig to let him know what we found out.
What brings you to these lands?
I suppose that is fair then. If nearly everyone agrees that we should bolster our defenses, then bolster them we must. My mother was likely right in her counsel. I will follow her direction, but perhaps you might be able to help me, since you are free to do as you will here.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
I am glad my son came around. Seeing to our defenses is the only wisdom at such a time. He wishes to be like his father, but his father died from his rash bravery.
Our success depends upon our
While I
strength.
abide my
Will you
mother's
aid us?
wishes, you at least are free to march into battle. Are you the sort of warrior that would wish to ride out and defeat foes on their own turf? You tell the Thane that you have done such feats countless times and would welcome the opportunity to rid his lands of the evil that lurks there. You will go then. I admire your boldness, Lorrundor. I hope to hear many stories of your might upon your return. The wargs are our biggest concern right now, for they hold our wood stores hostage. Okay, so let's roll out here and see what we can find. With any luck, it won't require mounted combat, but we'll find out. Alright, so it's this area right over here. Another warband near us? Where? Oh, he's right by us. It just wasn't showing up. We're not doing much damage to him. In fact, we're doing very, very little damage to him. In fact, forget the mount. Let's get off the mount and kill him with our ordinary abilities. Much better. That's what I'm talking about. The mounted combat could have been a cool thing. It just didn't work out that well. And some people like it, don't get me wrong. I sometimes like it. Alright, so we killed that dude off. Let's take a look at what we got over here. We got 41 marks. Woo! And we got Harwick Pennant. Oh, okay. We got a housing item. I don't have my housing bag, do I? Don't think I do. Shared storage, bags, large housing decorations. Together. And we'll throw it right back in. Alright, let's roll. That particular warband really didn't require mounted combat. I thought it was, because a lot of things in Riders of Rohan does, but he was just running around slow chasing me, so that's why it was a much better option to just get off the mount and kill him. Defeat the warg matron, defeat the matron of the warg pack at the Howling Wood, and also warg pelts can be collected as trophies from the Howling Wood, so we'll do both of those. This seems to be the place. Alright, let's light them up. And that's another automatic quest. Wargs roam freely about the Howling Wood near Floodwind, forcing the Rohirrim to abandon a valuable work site. The wargs must be driven out. Sounds like a worthy cause to me. Let's pick up the wood piles. See if that's a quest we already have. It is, okay. Sometimes it's a quest you have, sometimes it's one that it offers you like it did the first 3 there. Corpses in this game, as well as backpacks and stuff like that, is the same thing as like a treasure chest in other MMOs. It's a lootable thing. is the matron. Alright, she's gone. Hey, what's up? Does it say up there, Michael King? How are you doing tonight? I almost forgot. I always forget to do my thing. All right. Let's keep rolling. Is there anything more we need to get here? I'm assuming we need more wood. Is it just me or it seems like it's dark? Ambient light. I've already got my ambient light as high as it'll go. Alright, never mind. Nighttime in the game. We need something over here. It's probably more of the wood. Wow, how come that one's out of range? It's like constantly staying out of range. He's running, that's what it is. What an annoyance. Alright. Finish that little remote quest. That's everything out here. And we'll go down to this spot over here. That's part of the epic book. We'll do that. Must not be where we were going. Watch out for the last step. It's a Lulu. Apparently it's down there. What's the safe way down? I don't think it's that far. I'll probably live through this. About to find out, because I accidentally got too close. We lived. It's just a bruise, we can walk it off, right? Oh, we got something. Deed completed. Class deed. Okay, it was a class deed. Means I used a particular ability enough times that finished that deed. And we got 5 free Lotro points for doing it. Oh yes, the salvaged belongings. I remember reading that a moment ago. We are just about to ding level 78. I've been 77 for a very long time on this character because I had my tortoise item in my pocket slot that was keeping me from gaining experience while I did content all in the same level range. But I realized that now that I'm in Riders of Rohan expansion, it goes up to level 85, so I'm going to go ahead and let my levels go. I'm going to allow myself to level up some. Now to figure out, aha, there's a path. That's how we get out of here. Nah, forget that. Let's go with the war steed. Let's see how fast we can go. See if we can rubber band all over the place, you know? Like I say, when it works, it works. It's great. But when it doesn't work, it doesn't work good at all. Oh, whoa, whoa. I had an ability that turned me around. Made me face him. I was just trying to mess with him. Stop it. Stop trying to face him. Holy crap. Silly war steed. If you've never played with the war steeds in Lord of the Rings Online, they work a lot like a sailboat, kind of like a boat or a ship of some form. They got a forward motion, basically momentum, and then they've got turning. So right now I'm at full speed going forward. If I want to turn, I'm pushing to the right to turn. But you see how it slides? It's really like, you know, sailing a ship or something. I'm not even close to where I'm supposed to be. Holy crap, I just looked on the map. I'm like way in the wrong area. But that's the thing, it's so fast. So, you know, I ended up over here not even realizing it. Good God. How do I get out of this place? And we got another warband. I think it's the one we've already killed. I don't want to kill the same one over and over and over and over. It'll automatically pop that up every time you get close to it. You just got to determine whether you want to do it again or not. So we've been discussing on the Lotro forums whether people actually know that Lotro exists or not. A lot of people know about Lord of the Rings and stuff, but how many people know about Lord of the Rings online? And my experience has been that a lot of people that watch my streams end up saying something along the lines of they didn't know it existed, even though it's been out for 16 years. So let me know in the comments whether you knew it existed before watching videos on YouTube or not. Between your skill in combat in the harsh waters of the Great River, perhaps the Easterlings will decide attacking Floodwind is too much trouble. What times we live in. Even if that were so, we would still have to worry about attacks by raiding orcs. Will Floodwind ever see peace again? While you were gone, a raiding party of orcs passed near the Floodwind. Allwood and his men rode out to fight them and had success. All of the orcs were defeated. The orcs must have recently fought with some elves, for one of Allwood's men claimed quite a trophy from the body of one of the orcs, a bow of quality elf make, with the finest detailing. He has been showing off since they returned. His name is Elfsige, and he'll likely challenge your elf to an archery contest before too long. Poor foolish fellow. So that is going to be the bow. Let me get the name show up again. That Couradin had lost.
That is almost certainly the bow I left to Fimloth.
You heard what he said, Lorrundor. That is almost certainly the bow I lent to Fimloth. The orc that claimed it carried it into the wold, and now this man, Elfsige, has taken it. Alright, so we finished this. Let's grab our new item. It's a lower will, barely higher tactical mastery rating, and lower fate, and all that kind of stuff. We're not going to put it on. Let's take a look at the looks of it. Nah. We're just going to take it and move on.
This will not take long.
Ding! Level 78. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Squirrel. This will not take long. Let's have some words with this man, Elfsige. He is sure to return my bow when he understands the situation. I'm sure he will. Where's he at? Oh, we never got the stable master here. Can't believe I
Welcome
didn't
and
notice
well
that.
met, my friend.
There he is, Elfsige. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name or not, but hey, that's where he is.
I am not unreasonable. What if I gave your friend a chance to win it back?
I am sorry that your friend lost his bow, but it seems to me that anything taken from an orc belongs to the one strong enough to take it. If everyone wanted it back, why did he not reclaim it from the orcs when he had the opportunity? I am not unreasonable. What if I give your friend the opportunity to win it back in a contest of some sort? Alwold has given me a message to deliver to Elthingils and the Norcrofts. How about this, a test of your mounted skill? Whichever of us first reaches Elthingils, that's hard to say, gets to keep the bow. If I arrive there first, your friend gives up all claim to it. Does he agree to this proposal? If he does, let us speak with my commander, Alwood, outside Floodwind. He will start the race. And look, the names are gone again already. Off, on, they're back.
If these are the laws of men, I am grateful to be one of the Galadrim.
This is a ridiculous requirement. Why should I have to engage in competition to determine my right to possess property that is rightfully mine? If these are the laws of men, I am grateful to be one of the Galadrim. But I am not worried, Lorrundor. We will best this arrogant sapling with that thinks it is a weathered oak, and my favorite bow will once again be in my possession. Let us speak with this Owlwold outside Floodwind. The sooner this unnecessary race has begun, the sooner we will win it back. I was going to say back, but there was no back at the end of that statement. All right, let's go turn in the other quest we have here. It's going to be over at the Mead Hall. No, not a war steed. I don't want to ride around like I'm on ice skates. Thank you. Nothing worse than riding a mount around the small, narrow streets of a town that rides like it's wearing ice skates. No, thank you. I may look young to be a Thane, but I assure you my father bestowed me with a great deal of wisdom before his passing. I honor him by following his deeds and his words to the best of my ability. I only hope to be as great a leader and warrior as him someday.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
You succeeded. I am so impressed, Lorrundor. Your deeds inspire me. While we have sat here pounding nails and sharpening swords, you actually cleared the wood of that howling menace and took back our supplies. It is amazing what one lore master can do. I agree. It is amazing, especially if they're a red spec lore master.
Our mission is
I asked you to
dire.
tell me stories of your battle against the wargs in our forest, and you did not disappoint me. I long to wet my own blade with the blood of foes. I am my father's son. I was not made to sit in stuffy halls and let my sword arm grow weak with disuse.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
While you were gone, we lost control of one of our watchtowers, and the orcs who took it renamed the encampment Nin Stazg. These enemies are from Mordor, Lorrundor. Mordor! I understand you have experience with such foes. I will go there myself and fight them, and I hope you will join me. Ah, my mother wishes to say something. Well, please do not take too long. I will meet you out on the field of battle, my friend, at Nin Stazg.
Our mission is dire.
Do not encourage him, Lorrundor. Radwig is no warrior yet, and he endangers his life with such mad ideas. No, Radwig, you must not go to this orc encampment. He stamps his foot and says, "Oh, mother, you're no fun."
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I was right. Nonsense. My father would never have stood by while the forces of Mordor captured our defenses. I will go and fight these orcs. How else will I command the request of my people? My mother cannot change my mind. I will see you at Nin Stazg, Lorrundor. I look forward to drawing my sword with yours. I will go, and there will be no more discussion on the matter. Let us meet on the field. I will take my Pokemon cards with me, and we will play with the orcs, and it will be fun, mother. Alright. Alright, that's everything here. So we got this one out here where the guy wants us to race, and we got this one over here where we're going to meet up with the young Thane and kill some orcs. So let's go do that. The server's not super mega easy for you to say. The server is not mega stuttering right now like me. So let's go ahead and do what's obviously going to be a war steed mounted combat thing. over here with the young Thane. Radwig, isn't that his name? Radwig? Yeah, Radwig. I got it right. What do you know? My brain actually worked for once. Where's he at? It's in that direction, which is a cliff, so I don't think he's going to be right there. I keep looking over to grab my glass and get a sip of my drink, but I actually hate the drink because it tastes like crap. I went to Sonic because today it was like buy one, get one free foot-long coney. And so I got one for me and my brother, obviously. And it's supposed to be Dr. Pepper in my drink. And they hand me the drinks, and I put the straws in them. I taste them like, Try the other one. They both tasted like root beer, not Dr. Pepper. Took forever. The woman came back to the window. I start to hand them to her and I say, these are supposed to be Dr. Pepper. They taste like root beer. I kid you not. Her only statement to me was, I've already, what did she say? What's the right words? Dang it. We already flushed the line once. We already flushed the line once. You tell somebody that you ordered Dr. Pepper and they give you a drink that tastes like root beer, and their response is, we've already flushed the line once. I was stumped for a little while. And I told her, I said, I don't understand what that has to do with anything. These are supposed to be Dr. Pepper and they taste like root beer. And she proceeds to tell me again that they've already flushed the line once. So I have to figure out what she's saying. Of course I knew. I told her, I said, you're saying that it tastes like root beer because the lines are bad, is what you're saying, right? And she just looks at me. So I have Dr. Peppers that taste like root beer because they already flushed the lines once. My mother sent these guards to keep me out of harm's way, and now they will not let me anywhere near Ninstags than this. So many orcs, yet I yearn to prove myself in battle. Your heart goes out to this bold young man, but it is clear that this is not the time for him to be fighting. He was brave for venturing out, but he is not ready, and he is of more use to his folk alive than dead. You tell him what you think. And he stomps his foot and goes back and says, I will not listen to you. Thank you, my friend, for taking on this burden. I remain here. I have not seen enough of war. You're right.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
I am worried about the leaders of this new orc encampment, my friend. Will you defeat the overseers of this rabble? The siege machines being assembled down there look to be a most threatening force for Floodwind. Sounds like a plan. I will definitely do that. Alright, nothing else there. We're going to go down here and kill these orcs or Easterlings or whatever. And when they say something along the lines of, this is the wrong drink, I'm going to look at them and I'm going to say, I've already flushed the line once. Alright, we gotta kill bunches of baddies. Looks like there's siege machines we're going to destroy, wood piles that we're probably going to get a quest for to loot as soon as we loot this first one here. Yep. I love how he's standing right next to him and doesn't notice that I just slaughtered him with fire. Slaughtered his buddy with fire. He's still just sitting there going, "Roo, roo, roo." Alright, that remote quest is done. Let's continue deleting. Let's continue destroying siege machines and picking up wood piles. I'm way over level compared to these mobs. They're just melting. Oh, I forgot to check. Let's see, did we get another point? Yes, we got 2 points, which means I can basically put one in blue or yellow. And I think I'm going to put it in yellow because I want... no, I don't want that one. It's the Bane Flare. Because it's a 15-second daze. I do want that. Okay, now that we've got the daze... what do I have in 7? That's my Lightning Storm. Kind of want this here instead. Let me do that. Now, for a long while, I'm going to be... No. That was Dispel Corruption. Put that back. I'm going to be hitting this Bane Flare, thinking that I'm hitting the Lightning Storm, because I've been using that Lightning Storm forever in that position. So it's going to be a problem. I know it is. Let's move this one over here. Okay. In fact, yeah, that's AoE as well. Let's move that there. This one, these two aren't. Alright, that'll work. I'll try to remember those numbers. I'm probably going to fail at that, but... In fact, honest to God, I want to have my pet spell as the first one. So let me move some of these down. I've gotten to where I know that that one's on 6, but I'm just going to get muscle memory to change that, because it's moving to 7. There we are. So now Cat, then the Lightning Storm. And basically I'll use those things when I come up against, say, a pack of mobs or something really hard. Alright, so that's everything. Let's go turn this in after we kill the ones that are in the way. Kill it with fire! Machines of war.
Brings you to these lands.
It was a pleasure to watch you fight, Lorrundor. I have never seen such bravery on the training ground. When I saw you fight, I imagined my father in battle, and it gave me heart. You were good to destroy those siege machines. They would have done Floodwind much harm. The next time orcs attack our lands, it will be me hewing at their limbs.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
The overseers of Ninstazg were an orcish version of our sergeants, but they must have a true leader, a Thane, but in the dark fashion of Mordor. He will be the most dangerous one of all. It is imperative that we remove their leader to slow their advance on the town of Floodwind.
Our mission is dire.
You were very brave to defeat the leaders of Ninstazg, Lorrundor. Floodwind would not have survived the assault they led, especially with those siege weapons under their sway. Not many warriors could have done as you did. I am very pleased to have you on our side. The orcs of Ninstazg built siege weapons too near the walls of Floodwind and are likely formulating a plan of assault. Will you search the encampment below for anything that might tell us what the orcs had in mind for Floodwind? Alright, we got a whole new set of quests. Let's go back down here and fulfill them. Okay, so we got a couple there and then one over to the right over that way. Ooh, it's too early to start the yawning. We don't need that. Oh, my coffee's gone. And I mean that. My coffee's gone. I need more coffee. I should go make me some. There's the plans we're looking for. These are the plans you're looking for. Where's the next set of plans? Here's another set of plans. It's an ornate cache. That's a scholar harvestable. When I am a scholar, so we will pick that up. Standing around doing what orcs love to do. They love to stand there and go, because yeah, I know, because I see them in the game doing that all the time. Where's the? Was there? Oh, it's further down here. It's the other camp area. Squirrel. There's our war leader. He ain't with us no more. That's all of them down there, so let's head back. Let's make it faster. We will ride our mount. Get on your mountain ride, Clyde. How many of these I can round up and kill all at once? Probably going to end badly, but we'll find out. Yep, about that many. Am I going the right way? I am totally going the right way and thinking that I'm going the wrong way. Oh, I see. He's gone back to the village, the town, whatever. So we'll just mount up and head that way. I wonder if they realize that their defenses have a massive hole right here where there's water. And that's all you gotta do to get past the gates. It seems like a flaw. I'm just saying. It seems kind of like a flaw.
business have you with the
I'm
Rohan?
sorry I was not allowed to fight by your side, Lorrundor. Someday, the men loyal to my mother will show their loyalty to me, and I will be able to act the part of a true thane, not some cowed boy child. I was inspired by your feats at Ninstazg. It was a pleasure to watch a free warrior do what was right.
Our mission
How
is
fascinating,
dire.
Lorrundor. Each of these 3 parchments crudely describes a different assault plan upon Floodwind. I believe this indicates a collaboration between the orcs and Easterlings. This must be the work of the Nazgul, to rally men and orcs, even if they do squabble over the particulars. This does not bode well for Floodwind.
What brings you to these lands?
Now my son is angry at me, and talking nonsense about battle and freedom. I do not appreciate this meddling, Lorrundor. I wish you would stay out of the affairs of Floodwind. Well, I can't help it. The quest line takes me here. I have to do what the quest line says, ma'am. Alder Harding sent you, and for that reason I do not set my guards to knock you out of town, but I must insist that you cease this meddling with my son. He is only a boy, and we must have the orcs win. You must not do what's necessary to make the orcs lose.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
That is enough of that talk, Radwig. You mustn't wish for such things. The mead hall is safe for you, and here you may protect your people. You should not be anxious to throw your life away. The road has been eerily empty for some time, Lorrundor. Will you not go to North Tor, our nearest outpost, and see how they fare? It will be easier for my son to accept his role when you are not standing before him, perhaps. She's very angry. It's almost like she wants the orcs and bad guys to win. But I think she's just trying to make sure her son is safe. So that's where we're going to go with that. Alright, so let's find the guy out here and have the race.
If you go back on your word, you will have me to deal with.
You explain the terms of Elfsiege's wager, and Alwood chuckles. I am not surprised. Times have been tough in the wold of late, with orcs and Easterlings and worse prowling around the borders. When my men are not fighting for their lives, they're engaging in fruitless wagers. You cannot stop them. As long as they and you abide by the agreed upon terms, I have no complaint, but I do not want any bloodshed. If you go back on your word, you'll have me to deal with.
It will not take Elfseeker long to reach Elfthengels.
You had better ride with great haste if you are to get there first and win your wager. Ride southwest to reach Ethengels. Okay. Let's look at our map. Down there? Yep, it's down there. I guess we better ride. Oh hell, we've only got 2 minutes. Actually, 2.5 minutes left. The timer's over there on the quest tracker. Yep, straight across. We must go as fast as possible, boy. You can do this. My companion's bow is on the line. Well, we don't need them attacking us while we're trying to race. I think we avoided them. I think we made it.
Did something happen to Elfseeker?
You ask the guard if Elsiga has arrived yet, and he shakes his head in confusion. No, but his horse arrived shortly before you did, and without him. Something must have happened to him. You have to retrace your steps and look for him. He must be somewhere between Ethengales and Floodwind. Look among the trees to the south of the road between here and Floodwind. You could have passed him without seeing him. This does not sound good.
Thank you for coming back to find me.
I was trying to take a shortcut to Ethengales when Hruhamanu was surprised by a patrol of orcs. He reared and I fell. Did he make it to Ethengales? I can probably walk now. I could not put weight on it, but now it is feeling better. I will meet you ahead in Ethengales and we can discuss the wager. It will be there soon. Thank you for coming back to find me. Actually, let's fix something. I like this particular dressing on the my mount, my war steed, because it's got a little kitty there in the pocket and all that. That's really cool. But let's get something more appropriate, different appearance. Why is that not working? It's fighting me for some reason. I don't understand it. It must be lagging or something. It won't change. Let's get off of the get off of it real quick and get back on it. That was odd. Appearance. Right click. Whoops, left click. Okay, nothing I'm doing is actually making stuff happen here. Where does this go? There. Oh, it's right there. You can see it. Oh, that's right. It doesn't happen out here until after you apply it. It's showing it up right there. Good lord. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Apply. Yes. There we are. That looks better. Look like I'm more ready for war now. I'm definitely not a Lotro expert. I don't make any false accusations of being so. I just play the game that I love to play. Been playing it for 2 years now. A little over 2 years, I think. And freaking love this game. So where's our guy that we're looking for? It's right ahead of us somewhere. There he is. So this is our next milestone. We'll take the next one down.
I have already given your elf his bow, and I have renounced all claim to it.
I am sorry if I came across as a bit of a fool, Lorrundor. I did not think you would be much of a rider, but not only are you a skilled rider, you are a good person as well. I thank you for coming to find me. I have already given your elf his bow, and I renounce any claim to it I may have had. It is done.
Now that I am here, I need to accomplish my duty.
I was given a message to deliver to Thane Mildrith of Elfengales, asking for her to send some of her warriors to Floodwind to help defend against the increased number of Easterlings crossing the river. Her husband was slain by orcs some time ago, and her son died under unpleasant circumstances more recently, I do not think she will respond favorably to this message, but still I must deliver it. Thank you once again, friend.
The orcs that fled the East Wall may have passed near to Elfingles.
We should learn if any of the townspeople know anything of their passage. Here, Lorrundor, take these coins on the mark, even, and use them to buy a round of drinks at the tavern for the patrons there. It could be one of them saw something of those orcs. Okay, so we've got the Thane up there I believe we have to go talk to, as well as going to the tavern to see if we can find out some information.
Oh, I need your help.
My people are in need of aid, Lorrundor. Ethingels has survived a tremendous orc assault, but it has come at a great cost. My husband and son have perished, the countryside is ravaged, and many yet lay dead or dying. Without reinforcements from Theoden King or that coward Reeve, Ethelward, the end of our time here draws ever nearer. If you offer me your assistance, I will gladly take it. We must band together and take aid from wherever it may come. The people of Ethingels are now my only concern. Our time for grieving must be brief. I will not let them give in to sorrow or concede defeat while they yet live. But there are many within the walls of this village that are in need of help. If you are able to resolve their troubles, return to me, and I shall see that you are rewarded. Okay, are there people in here that have a quest for me? Doesn't appear that way, so it's going to be people outside. That door doesn't open, but this one over here might. That's a tower. I don't know that I want to go up in the tower. I don't really see any quest things over anybody's heads around here. Nor do I see a stable master over here. Let's take a look in here. See if this is the tavern.
I've not seen you around here before, stranger.
Your coins are good, though. I will give you that. Here's a round of my finest. Pass it around as you will. There should be some of the usual folk upstairs. Ligad, Tidwine, maybe one or two others who don't come in as frequently. They'll be glad of your generosity. Alright, don't have to pick anything up, so let's go upstairs.
Don't mind if I do have a sip of that.
Thank you kindly, stranger. I don't mind if I do have a sip of that. Ligad drinks deeply, but shakes his head when you ask about the Urks. I did not see them run by, but I heard from those who did. Running more away than toward, it seemed to them as saw it. No one wanted to ride out to challenge them, and who can blame them? We lost Thane Pendred in the autumn of two orcs, and his widow may be Thane now, but she is not the fighter he was. And then to lose her son. It is a wonder she can go on at all, but she's not commanding troops. The Urks passed us by, and we should be lucky they did not turn to raid the town.
I'll have some of that, since you are buying.
Tidwin drains the mug in one huge gulp, and at first you cannot tell if he has heard you ask about the Urks. Ah, just the stuff. What did you say? The Urks that ran by Ethingels? Aye, I saw them. Never seen Urks run like that before. Even if Thane Mildrith was in any state to order our riders, she would have been a fool to send men after them. And she is no fool. Suffered more than her share of grief, if you ask me, but no fool. She was Pendrick's rock before he was slain by orcs, and she had much to do with shaping the man Pendulf became. Pity what happened to the boy, but you'll hear no rumors from me. Oops. Don't mean to stand on you there, sir.
If you insist.
Dudman finishes the mug and slams it down on the table. Best beer in the Norcrofts, and I don't care who hears it. You got to tell Reeve Athelward that I'd rather have the brew of Ethingels than that of Cliving. The other patrons give Dudman some worried looks, but it only serves to rile him up further. No, you listen to me. If he challenges me to trial by combat, like he did with Mildred's son, well, I'll teach him a thing or two. Won't even let him scratch me with that blade of his. I swear he had some vile coating on it to make Pendolph's wound fester like that. I swear it. He lapses into depressed, drunken silence and has nothing more to say to you. So, it seems like somebody may have poisoned the Thane's son. The plot gets thicker. Anything else down here? Ah, right here.
What was that noise? Did you hear that?
Now there's a familiar face. Lorrundor, I have not seen you since the East Wall. Did you find the Uruks you were seeking when we spoke at Mensig's encampment? No? Shame, I'm sorry. I have returned home to... What was that noise? Did you hear that?
Something is happening outside. It sounds like trouble.
Then let's go. It's time to kill some Uruks.
Elfingles is under attack. Quickly, my friends. We must help with its defense.
Orcs, Lorrundor! Orcs are attacking Ethingels. Ingrid looks around him hurriedly and comes to a decision. The companions you traveled with in the East Wall, do they still journey with you? They seem strong and skilled, even the Dunlendine. Find them throughout Ethingels and help them drive off the Orcs. I must find the Thane. Mildred must be protected. Alright, so we need to find our friends, our companions. Have some fire! Ah, there's Horn. Lorrundor, I told you that Rohan was under constant threat by the Orcs of Mordor, and now you see it for yourself. Help me drive them off. Some have gotten to the upper levels already, but let us regain this open space for the people of Ethingels. Indeed, let's kill the Orcs. Vile scum. Not the one I thought I was killing. There we are. Ah, there's, I did what I said I was going to do. I used the Bane Flare or whatever it was, thinking I was using my Lightning Storm. I think they have stopped for now. I will stay here to make certain. Where should I go? I have nothing on my map telling me, so we're just going to run. We need to find Nona and Corridon. I'm going to take a guess that we keep going this direction. That's a negative, Ghost Rider. Can we mount? Yes, we can. Good. Okay, I don't think they're going to be outside, so let's go back up. Back where we came from. Oh, I see one on the mini-map. It's Corridon. I'm glad to have my bow back, Lorrundor, but I did not know I would have need of it so soon. My arrows will sing with my heart truly to rid this town of these orcs and their warg allies. Let us clear this place of them and protect these people. They approach! Prepare yourself, Lorrundor! It is they who must protect themselves from me. Or prepare themselves for me. We have victory. Ensure the rest of the town is safe, Lorrundor. I will do so. My friend, I will return. Is there anything over here? Nope, that's outside, so it's going to be this direction. Well, I thought it was going to be this direction. Maybe it's not. And up there is the Thane, so it shouldn't be up there. No? Huh. Let's look back down here. Was she off to the right or something? There's nothing behind here, I don't think. No. Ah, over here. There's Nona. The people of this town need our help, Lorrundor. They and I have no feud, though they settled in lands that belong to my people. My fight is with their leaders, with the kings and rulers who stole from and slew my ancestors. But these people, few of them know by which end to hold a blade, and fewer still can do so with any effectiveness. They need a proud Dunlending woman to show them how to fight. Let them insult my people then, after they have seen what I can do. I wager they will not. These orcs are worse than the Devonian. They are orcs, and that is enough. Their attack falters. We have success at this place. Find another. Well, that was all of them. Defeat orcs that remain and nothing goes. And speak with Ingrid outside the mead hall at the top of the village. Okay. Let's go down the stairs again, see if there's anything. Oh, neat. Anything spawned or something. Oh, but I don't think they have. No, I don't see anything down here. Let's go back up to the mead hall. We're probably ready. The orcs have been driven off. That at least is good tidings. Attacks by orcs have become more frequent of late, endangering my people. Enemies are everywhere. Mildred looks around suspiciously. It is not safe to speak here openly. Let us go inside where we may speak more openly.
You have my gratitude.
That's
Without
what
your
she
help,
sounds like.
our losses might have been severe.
I have heard Elf I can't say his name, message from Floodwind and can spare no men, but perhaps I can send a wagon of blacksmithing supplies. I will see you on your way with the supplies of my own, but only if you will help me with a matter of crucial import for my town. Oh, we get something here. That's quite the, yeah, you lose critical, but you gain finesse and maximum morale and a little more will. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah. See how dyeable it is. Fairly good. Alright.
You see before you a woman cursed.
What is that? Oh, we got furniture. Okay. You see before you a woman cursed, Lorrundor. In the autumn my husband Pendred was slain by orcs while riding near to the pillars of the kings astride the great river. He had requested that I can't do her voice. The reeve send him more riders for that sojourn, but Athelward refused. O cruel fate, Even worse, what happened then? Mildred turns and gazes at nothing, overcome by sorrow and anger. My son Pendulph argued that Athelward was complicit in his father's death. Had the Reeve sent the riders we should have, Pendred would not have been overcome by the orcs. My son was correct, but Athelward is proud and would not allow this stain on his honor. He challenged my son to a sword trial to first blood, if he did not recant his words. Pendulph sustained a slight wound, just a cut, really, but the wound festered, and not long afterward he was dead. The cruelest cut of all, Athelward adopted my daughter Siflid as his ward, saying she would be safer and better cared for at Cliving than with me in our grief. All I ask of you is this. Go to Cliving and keep your eyes open. I want to learn if Siflid is being treated well. I cannot put my suspicions of Athelward to rest. Okay. Yeah, I tried everybody to do her voice, and I just couldn't do it. I wish I could, but I could not. God, that's a horrible taste. And I like root beer. That's just a foul concoction of Dr. Pepper / root beer. It's horrible. Alright, so where must we go? We're here right now. We still got some things here to turn in. And we need to go back over here to the east wall. That's not right. To the wold. There's something here. Where is the next one for book 8? Oh, it's right here. Is underneath the map. The keys. Okay, the Norcrofts. I see. Okay. Oh heck. Why is it still got me going slow? Let me get off of this. Change, nope, that's the wrong one. Move default. There we are. I wonder if I could set up a key on my stream deck to do that. That would be super cool. I don't know. I have to think about that. Let's see. Down here.
Our success depends upon our strength.
Helmets,
Aid us.
spears, shields, pauldrons, greaves. I will never finish these orders. Nightingale's guards and its garrison have both placed urgent orders for a great deal of weapons and armor pieces. Never has my skill or speed with a smithing hammer been questioned, but this task is too great even for me. I have a plan that may resolve this issue, if you would be willing to aid me. I have heard that some of the orcs besieging the Norcrofts are known to collect swords and armor pieces from our riders as trophies of their kills. If some of these items were reclaimed, I could include them in the shipments to the garrison. What say you? Are you up to this task? Yeah, I'll help. Why not?
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Greetings to you, good man. Grim is the fate of this land, but we will not simply lay down to die. If the Odin King will not send us aid, then we shall find the strength within our own people. Many of those now here in Ethengels have fled their homes, seeking refuge behind our walls. Yet it is these same men that must now stand and face the dangers looming ever greater. I am eager to provide these refugees with weapons. They could be convinced by an outsider such as yourself. Will you aid me in finding recruits? I'll try. Let me see something. Does he have recipes that I could use?
Well met, my friend.
Tier 5. That is just a master. Nah, he doesn't. I had to check. Oh, I wonder. Can I do anything here? Scholar. No, I'm down to Doomfold. I don't think I can do anything there. Well, I can do that. Woohoo! I made one! Let's see. Oh, I can make that. What is the processing? Oh, wow. Oh. Oh. Well, I could level that up, but I don't really know why. I mean, let's see something. Battle lore. These are level 115. We couldn't use it if we wanted to. Alright. What else do we got? Anything? Oh, there's a quest here somewhere. I guess it's in this house. Here we are. The herbalist.
Our success depends upon our strength.
I am in
You
a
aid
dire
us?
situation, friend. I am responsible for treating the wounds and injuries of the people of Ethengales, but I am without the necessary reagents to do so. Will you stay a moment and hear me out? We cannot allow others to suffer the same fate as poor Pendulph, but I am unprepared. I have but a meager supply of common herbs in my possession. If you were to gather some of the herbs and reagents I am in need of, I might be able to redeem myself by saving others. Meadow Maid, Lamb's Ear, and Clotbur can all be found growing outside of Ethengales. These plants are most helpful in treating wounds, but I'm currently lacking in their supply. Will you secure them to help bolster my reserves? Yeah, sure. I'll give it a shot. I have no idea what they look like, but I'm sure they'll be glowing whenever I get near them. There'll be sparkles and stuff, and I'll be like, I bet that's what I need to pick up. Let's get on our mount. Ride around, see if we can find more quests to pick up here at this quest hub. Ah, here we are. A refugee.
Our hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
You would dare me to stand before an entire army of orcs when I was unable to save my own home from a few pitiful savages and thieves? I am but a farmer. Neither sword nor spear have I carried, but I am no coward. Honor bids that I must fight to repay my benefactors. The people of Ethengales have welcomed me and sheltered me, and in this way I will repay my debt to them. Tell the militia to expect my company. If I am to fight, there is much that I must learn. Oh, we got one. Hey, there's the stable master.
What brings you to these lands?
My mount does.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Hell there. Have you any skill with horses? I'm a bit ashamed to admit this, but I am having trouble with one of the horses in my stable. This particular steed raced riderless into town no more than a day ago. Perhaps he was abandoned and was fleeing from the orc raiders. I have taken him into my stable and have orders to prepare all of these steeds for the Ethengales gods. But this new horse is simply too unruly. Perhaps if you were to take a ride with him and see where he may take you, it could be just what he needs to relax and become more amenable to our handling. Okay. Appears to be eagerly guiding you towards the nearby gate out of Ethengales. Alright. Okay, it doesn't ride like a war steed, it's just like a steed. The steed seems determined to head towards the cluster of trees north along the cliff wall. North would be this way. At least I think this is where I'm supposed to be going. Your mount is pulling you onwards towards the rock cluster further to the north. Hey, there's the lamb stuff and the meadow maid. I told you they'd be glowing and sparkling. The steed seems drawn to this rock formation. Why have you been guided here? I don't know, but I bet we're about to find out. You uncover what can... I went too far away. Uncover what can only be the steed's former owner. Upon this discovery, the steed seems at ease, I mean. Let's get off and see where's this owner at, because I didn't see him. Where is he at? Oh, hey, look, bad guy. Oh, here he is. Oh, is that it? Okay, so all we gotta do is return now. Well, we can pick up the glowing, sparkling plants out here. Great audio in this game, honest to God. Some of the best. here. We'll go ahead and pick up flowers and kill bad guys. I mean, why not? Let's get some more coffee rolling. Need our ever important 10% run speed bonus. It's so much that you can totally tell the difference when I start running. How long will we be going? An hour and 26 minutes. Probably going to call it after we get these set of quests done and head back. I hope y'all have had a fantastic night. I know I have. It's a short stream, only an hour and a half. But it is a work night. I have to go to work tomorrow. If you would, over on YouTube, do me a big, huge favor. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Excuse me. Please hit the subscribe over there. And on Twitch and Twitter, please hit the follow. What's the deal here? I can't do anything to that, so I don't know. And as always, thought I saw something over there. Keep in mind that you can be playing Lord of the Rings Online too. It is a free-to-play game. Head over to lotro.com, lotro.com. You can get an account and download the game for free and play up to level 95. There's 95 levels of free content. A ton, if they would say, a plethora of lore and content to read and enjoy that could last you a very long time, all for free. Tell your friends and family, because I'd love to see more people in Lord of the Rings Online. It bothers me greatly that so few people know this game exists after 16 years. It is my favorite game currently available. Got a quest here, defeat mounted orcs. That's going to be mounted combat. We'll go ahead and do that and give y'all an idea of what that's like. Hopefully we won't lag too much. So I saw one up here on the hill. There he is. As a caster, I can pretty much just run around. It's outside of him hitting him. That's pretty nice being able to do that. Because when I was doing this on my champion, who was a melee class, I had to joust them basically, go in and out, hitting them. And it was way harder than this is. This is really simple. Where are the rest of these guys? Let's kill this one. There's a flower. I knew they had to be out here somewhere. Is there no more of the mounted guys? There has to be. There's one. That ability doesn't do anything. I knew you remember that. Yeah, this is so much easier as a caster. A little bit of rubber banding going on there. Oh yeah, we're starting to get some rubber banding. We need 2 more of those mounteds to finish this quest, and I'd like to do that. So we will kill this wolf though. Yeah, they introduced the mounted combat in Riders of Rohan expansion, and then it very quickly disappeared. There's just a little bit of it in the expansion afterwards, but after that, from what I've seen, it's completely gone at that point. It just didn't work out well. Now, people keep their war steeds, mainly for the fact that you can move around the world a lot faster on them than you can on an ordinary steed. You just have to deal with some of the rubber banding every once in a while when the server starts having issues keeping up. As you can see, it hasn't been too bad, honestly, for me. Alright, we finished that little quest. Now let's head back over here and see if we can finish this quest for the flowers and so forth. Oops. My horse almost tripped over a dead orc. It's one of the problems with the mounted combat, that, at least for me, it's a personal thing I don't like, is you can see how those mounted combat NPCs are just out there hanging out. And let me get off this mount so I can get over here to the, there we are, to this plant. Well, if I get close enough to him, he's going to attack. And as an ordinary attacker, well, it's probably not going to be as bad on a caster because I can hit him from far. But on the champion where I was melee, I would get close enough and they want to attack. So they're going to run around and joust you and stuff. And as a champion, I'm trying to chase them down. And it didn't work. I had to get on my mount and fight them. Let's see, though. I think I'm going to be able to kill him easily. Yeah, as a caster, it's not an issue at all. Which explains why on the forums people gave me a lot of crap about that. Like, well, I have no issue killing anything. Yeah, well, it has a lot to do with what you're playing. There should be one. There we are. Tlotba. Let's get down here closer. I am a keyboard player, by the way. You'll notice that a lot of times you hear clickety clickety and all that kind of stuff. I try to use a mouse as little as humanly possible. I much prefer using keyboard. So I've got this all set up on my numpad, and I'm able to zoom in, zoom out, raise and lower the camera, all that on my numpad, and move all at the same time. It's just my personal preference. That's everything out here. We're ready to go back. Before we take off, I know we've got a bunch of points here to spend because we've been leveling the Warsteed mount all this time. You see it go zing, and you see the horses go around it. That's every time that the horse is leveling. So we got 13 points here to spend. Critical rating, yes. Your hard work and dedication results in increased physical mastery. I don't do physical mastery. Tactical mastery, yes, I want that. Critical multiplier, that seems awesome. This report gives you an advantage against other mounted units. Hey, that sounds like a great thing to have. Your steed is able to dig deep for something extra and instantly restores its power and fury. Hey, I'll take that. That's it. We have 1 point to spend. Let's put it right here for mitigations. Apply. Yes, every time you do that, it will dismount you, and then you have to remount. So I just gained a new ability. It was this one here, which is basically a hill. I want that on my 0. These abilities I tried to set up the other day, and they aren't exactly what I thought they were. So let's see what they say. You drive your war steed to carry you directly to a foe. Your next non-self-targeted skill will move you directly toward your target, executing the skill when you are in range. This effect is consumed when a skill is successfully executed. It's odd. Radiant Burst. You hurl a lens towards your target, distracting and potentially dismounting them. The glimmering light will attract a murder of crows to hamper the target's movement once the distraction dissipates. I like that quite a bit. So these are my 2 damage dealers. Let's put this one here. What is this one? One with nature and the elements, the Miras are adepts at using the natural world against their enemies. As students of nature, beast, and hidden lore, so too are lore masters who study these wild horses. Negative 20% targets physical and tactical mitigations. That lowers their mitigations. It's a debuff. The Lore Master marks an enemy and allows his allies and their mounts to draw inspiration from fighting the marked foe. On any damage, 20% chance to receive effect 1054 light damage. Very nice. That's also a dot of sorts, or a debuff, I should say. Now, what's this? Mounted discipline are used to alter the attitude. Okay, the tactics. Those are your disciplines. The Red Dawn discipline allows the Lore Master to become the true master of knowledge and gain complete understanding of the world and how it works, supplying them with their most potent arsenal of abilities, increasing damage and so on and so forth. That's the one I like. We will probably keep that running all the time. Let's put it right over here. This also is a discipline. Discipline allows the Lore Master blah 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 blah. Increases your war steed's agility. Reduces the cost of all mounted skills. Increases your war steed's agility again and reduce. Okay. And what is this one? It's a is able to dig deep something. Oh, that's the hill. And this one is quick stop. I do that by just double clicking the back button. This will break free from anything that's holding you still. Here's another discipline. Increases war steed morale by 10%, increases outgoing and incoming healing by 10, war steed morale by 10%, increases outgoing and incoming healing by 10%. Okay, so that's a heal spec. Let's put that there. Let's actually put this here. This one was the one that makes you go towards something. And what was this? Because it never lights up. When your companion has flanked the enemy, this skill will... Hold on. You use your sword and staff to deliver a powerful strike to the enemy before you. When your companion has flanked the enemy, the skill will restore a small amount of power. So I'm supposed to be able to hit them with this, but I never see it light up where I can use it. Let's actually put that right there. This one has a chance to do damage. We'll leave it where it's at. Let's give that a shot. We'll try fighting this guy. Oh, he's actually like standing still. Ooh, we just lagged there and like shot forward when it got done. Oh, that was the murder of crows. Okay. It's not horrible. It's way less frustrating than the trying to do the mounted combat on a melee class. Way less frustrating. In fact, I don't even really have to circle around him. Unlike the what I had to do on a melee one. Nice. It's so much easier. I can see why people doing it this way would say that the mounted combat is kind of fun. Where'd he go? Oh, he's getting killed by crows right now. There, he's dead. I would have killed him so much faster if I wasn't on the mount, though.
Aid the horse lords.
The steed led you to a body. I imagine it was the horse's previous rider. We'll ask one of the guards to retrieve the poor fellow so we can honor his remains. This seems to have calmed the steed quite thoroughly. He was trying to let us know about his owner and we mistook it for unruly behavior. I will make certain such a loyal steed goes to a most worthy new rider. Thank you for your help. What do we got here in the alerts? Deed bestowed. Complete quest in the Norcrofts.
Will you aid the horse lords?
These pieces of steel are still in fine condition. May they serve their new owners better than their last. To think that orcs would claim these as trophies from the dead angers me. These weapons belonged in the hands of our people. Thank you for helping me put them there. Thanks to you, I'll have the orders ready soon. We haven't collected enough people yet for this. Oh, inside here, isn't it? The herbalist, that's right.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
You've done well. These plants will work perfectly. I am ashamed for not having saved the noble Pendulf, but with this full set of reagents I vow not to fail Thane Mildrith again. Oh, you much thanks. Oh, see the mount just leveled again. Okay, what else do we have? Anything in this particular area? Something right there. That's going to be turning in the quest to him when we get finished. So the others are upstairs here. Ah, there's somebody right here.
I hope we will find aid in time.
I've lost my home and my land. My family is all that matters to me now. Each day here I have worked various odd jobs just to earn enough coin to keep my children sheltered and fed. Time is scarce for training and the like, yet I believe if this militia were to provide my family with an allotment of food each day, then I might use the time given to learn the skills to protect them. You tell this garrison commander that I accept his offer, so long as my children remain eating. Okay. Over here.
The Dunlendings rally to the banner of the White Hand.
Never did I wish to become a soldier and march off towards war, but it would appear that a war for us is inevitable. Once again, the orcs will be crashing out at our door, and we will not read again, and we will be forced to defend ourselves, ready or not. When that day comes, I would prefer to stand bravely with the weapon raised against my foes, and I will encourage others to do the same. The militia may consider me grateful for their training. Okay, that's the end of that one, so we'll go turn that in.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
You have found candidates worthy of training. This is excellent news, but we must act quickly. A true militia needs more than just able bodies. It needs weapons, training equipment, food, and other provisions. I will provide the equipment and the training. Would you be willing to find some rations to keep us supplied for a while longer? There are some recently abandoned homes north of town. Check there for any provisions worth securing. Okay. Let's take a look here. Let's hit V. Bring up our inventory, see what we got going on. That's a scholar. Let's take a look at it. You already know this recipe. It's scholar as well. Gained 2 new things. Didn't read what they were. Dough. Does that tell me? Historian's lore recipe. Okay. And yeoman's. Okay, nothing super special at the moment. We have enhancement runes. Little bit lagged. Very lagged. There it goes. And enhancement runes. And some more enhancement runes or something. Where'd it go? Here it is. Move these down here. And this was a tracery. Cracked earth damage. Don't think I currently use that. No, I do not. It is 30%. Let's look in our essence. Correct. Nope. Or is it? Do you have to name it like this? No, that should be it. No, we don't have that one currently. We'll go ahead and throw it in here to hold on to it until later on. We have Tomo Accelerated War Steed Training. What the hell? We'll turn that on. We have a crafting recipe. Already know it. Some hills, which this is better than these hills here. And that's about it. And then these housing items. There we are. Open that up. Toss these in for right now. Toss that back in the shared storage. Alright, we'll go ahead, open our essence and toss these in here. And sell our junk. Sell all. Speaking of selling our junk, I finally broke down and bought a large junk item carry-all. Let's open that up. See what it has done for us. That's it, just these items, not very much at all. Basically it keeps it out of your inventory, but you have to take them out of it before you can sell it. It would be nice if there was a button you could hit that would sell it directly from the carry-all. That would be fantastic. What else we got? We got the task. Leave us all the task board up here. There it is. Let's see if we can do our daily task real quick. And here's our task. Alright. So bent to no blotchy skins. We have plenty of blotchy skins. Server's lagging. Try it again. Yeah, already in use. Gotta wait for the server to catch up to us. Alright, and this will give us legendary item experience, which is what I'm after. Can you turn it in back to the same place? Yes, thank God. Alright, and that'll give us our wrapper quest where we do 10 tasks and we get a bonus. So you definitely want to do that. There's plenty of blotchy skins here. I've got a ton of them. Currently got it set up to where I can do 10 tasks per day. You start it with like 5, I think it is, but I went ahead and purchased 5 more. I buy the usually the ultimate fan pack of the expansions as they come out, and I buy coffers and stuff like that because I like the cosmetics and all. And usually those coffers and such come with mithril coins that I never use for anything. So that's what I did. I just started using them for things like raising my daily task from 5 available each day to 10 instead. It's not something that I recommend people doing. It's just something I did because I had mithril coins sitting around not being used for anything. Let's take a look at our reward track. See where we currently are. Alright, so we can claim 80, 81, and 82. We are working on 83. And we want to get up to 100. That's my goal. And I will definitely make it. We've got still a month and 24 days on this reward track, so it will not be an issue at all. Let's see what we got here. Ancient script. We got a Shattered Khazad tracery. Whoops, oh yeah, I wanted to open that for this. And shared storage. LI stuff. We'll throw this in here. Alright. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it for tonight's Lotro. Lord of the Rings Online. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I always enjoy playing Lord of the Rings Online. Over on YouTube, please help me get to 1,000 subscribers. We're at 715, I think, right now. Please hit the subscribe. If you're over watching on Twitch and Twitter, hit the follow, then go over to YouTube and hit the subscribe. It would be awesome of you if you did that. Also, please leave a like and comment. It helps people to find my stuff if they're like fans of Lord of the Rings and all that kind of stuff. Whenever y'all like my comment, like and comment on my videos, it comes up more in their, you know, thing where you browse YouTube. So if you would, I'd greatly appreciate it. And also, like I've said a million times, go over and get the game. It is incredibly fun. Incredibly fun. And, I mean, you can't get that much fun from free in many places. This game is really fun to play. That's going to do it for tonight. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, or whatever time it is wherever you are.